Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of The Princess Guide, The Genius Princess Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt, Episode 2. When Salema Arbalest, from mispronounced the last name, Battlefield Tactician. And I say, I thought this is another, like with my dress up darling, this is gonna be another really good series to watch. Because The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt, with our lead character, when the prince, how he wants to sell his kingdom. He just wants, like I said, ever since his dad got sick, everything falls on his shoulders, but he doesn't want any responsibility. He just wants to live the way he wants to, right? So, and the last episode, like how he took the gold mine, which he thought was going to be impossible to take, but his soldiers end up taking it. So. And I like the fact that but at the end of this episode, basically he is a savage to his enemies, basically. How can he just what he does to, right? Like, he wants to, like how the other kingdoms, they want to take the gold mine back, right? And he thinks that he wants to get peace negotiations by selling them the gold mine, right? And basically, they don't know how it's going to be basically worthless. So the generals of the other kingdom, they gather troops of 30,000 men, while the princes have established 5,000 troops, right? And they're holding the gold mine up in the mountain, right? High up in the mountains. And then it's just like, there's this general is down below leading the troops, right? And I like the fact that how the prince is how he plans all this ahead. Like I said, he wants to fail though, but at the same time he needs to put on this an act, right? That's for his people, like how he's doing a good job of doing things, right? He wants to fail, but he's succeeding, but at the same time he wants to fail though. He's failing from success, right? So, and like how the fact that how he just where there's this one scene where there's the enemies, they found this empty mine shaft. I think that's their the prince's escape route, right? And how the fact that he basically just buried he buried a bunch of troops alive down there, and but the general thing, oh, that's the only escape route, so they can't escape, right? But later on, they find out that the prince said that he tactfully built a duplicate mine shaft next to it, right? So the former general that's down below didn't even think of, oh, there was a trap the first time, but he didn't think anything of it. There wasn't any more of those. And even though Ninym, the prince's beautiful aide, right, saying even though we lost some lives though, but food is other supplies are a little bit diminished, but everything is pretty much going. Everything is right. And then it gets to the point where one of the enemy's commanders comes up and tells them that try to they want to talk peace, right? But give us everything here and all that. But even though the prince is it's not going to be like that. But to the point though, when the commander insults his troops, though, and let alone insults Ninym, saying that, she's saying they're all dogs, right? They're mutts, whatever, they're filthy mongrels. Well, I didn't say filthy mongrels, but they're, basically they're all lowlifes, they're saying, his troops, but let alone Ninym as well. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect what happens next. Because the prince, he tactfully thinking the troops thinking that the general's troops are going to be winning, but at the same time, the prince was disguised himself as one of his one of the general's troops, and he decapitated that commander that was talking to them. Was the commander Logan? Decapitated him, and he was there to poison one of his troops. And basically because he goes and stabs that general because he disrespected Ninym, basically, and how much he cares for Ninym. And I was like, wow, that totally surprised me, you know. And he's like, Ninym is my heart and all that, and so are my little troops, right? So he basically killed the general, but the thing is, though, he basically, the kingdom that he basically killed pretty much most of the kingdom that he was going to enter into peace negotiations with and sell the gold mine to. So that basically blew up in his face, though. And yeah, while his people at this party, they're celebrating the prince's great heroics, what he's done, you know, and the prince, you know, just all that was gone, though. But and then even Ninym says, "Oh, there was so much for you to do, like all these things." She I forgot all the stuff that she lists, though. But the princess has a lot to do, though. And he goes and yells, "I want to sell the kingdom." But I didn't know, that was totally surprised me, like how he's basically being a good tactician, even though there's a point where I forgot her name, though. She's like this other part of this kingdom where she reads all there's that the prince attended this great academy, and how he was basically first in everything. Like his name was blocked out, right? How they just want to keep that in secret, right? How this genius prince, he is literally is a genius at everything. You know, he's good at this and this and this and this. So it shows how he's a very smart person. He's not a dumb person. He's very smart, though. But the thing is, though, he doesn't care about that. He doesn't have any interest in that at all. He just wants to sell his kingdom and just let everything just. He doesn't want to be he wants to be in control of his kingdom. Yeah, that's what he wants to do. But another foiled plan that ended up being ruined for him, though. But yeah, episode 2 is showing that. But the thing is, though, we don't insult Ninym, though. Otherwise, he goes to go and personally go and decapitate and just stab you in the chest, you know. So, but that part that surprised me, though. So yeah, that was really the best thing. I was like best part of that episode. So episode 2, I really did enjoy. You know, this is another strolling to be another good series I've enjoyed, right? And same with My Dress Up Darling. Now, as of right now, each one, the ones I'm reviewing right now, they're good in their own ways. But if I had to pick which one I'm liking a bit more, I would say I'm liking My Dress Up Darling a bit more than Genius Prince. Because the thing is, what I'm liking with My Dress Up Darling is basically the main chemistry between our two characters of Gojo and Marin. Especially what happened with episode 2 in My Dress Up Darling. That was just freaking hilarious. So, yeah, technically I'm liking My Dress Up Darling a bit more than the Genius Prince. But this series I'm already liking. Like, it's supposed to be funny, though, but you get some graphic things, you know. Well, not totally graphic, but you get a couple of this episode, you got a decapitated head. Our prince went himself and just stabbed the general to death. So you do get some blood in this, like, though, but it's not totally overly graphic, though. But I really did enjoy this. I'm liking this series too. So episode 2 of the Genius Prince of Raising Guide. Names again. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Episode 2, I did enjoy. So. And especially after seeing what happened with episode 1, what happened in episode 2, I really found it really funny. So I can't wait for more episodes to go. So, but anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you. And if anyone are liking this series, like My Dress Up Darling, and this one that came out is coming out, that's already out this year for. Let me rearrange that. These are new episodes that are coming out. The anime series that came out this year, right? If you like My Dress Up Darling or this series of the Genius Prince's Guide, let me know, because I'm always here to know if you're liking these series already. But anyway, just whatever, leave your comments down below if you're liking this series so far, and like I am. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video to go. Later.